Dear viewers from all over the map, welcome to my channel. The Curious Tube features book reviews, tech tips, ways to earn money online, and more. In this video, I will walk you through edible insects as future food, chances and challenges, coming up next on The Curious Tube.
The consumption of insects, entomophagy, has recently attracted global attention for health reasons as well as environmental and economic benefits. Achieving environmentally sustainable food security is currently one of the biggest global challenges. A wide range of edible insect species, with their high contents in protein, fat, minerals, vitamins, and fiber, can play a significant role in addressing food insecurity. Advantages of entomophagy include a high feed conversion efficiency of insects and the rearing on organic side streams, adding value to waste and decreasing environmental contamination. Compared to cattle raising, insects emit relatively few greenhouse gases and little ammonia and require significantly less land and water. The nutritional quality of edible insects appears to be equivalent and sometimes superior to that of foods derived from birds and mammals. Insect farming may offer a sustainable means of food production, since edible insects are calorie-dense and highly nutritious. Their consumption has the potential to reduce famine worldwide. The presence of high-quality protein and various micronutrients as well as potential environmental and economic benefits render edible insects globally a major potential future food. However, consumer acceptance remains a major obstacle to the adoption of insects as a food source in many Western countries.
Insects are a highly nutritious source of food, with high protein, fat, vitamin, mineral, and fiber content. The nutritional profile of edible insects depends on the species and can be highly variable. Even within the same group of insect species, the nutritional value may differ due to diet, metamorphic stage, habitat, and environmental conditions. The per capita consumption of protein ranges globally from approximately 56 grams divided by day in lower income regions to 96 grams divided by day in higher income areas. Furthermore, animal protein contributes approximately 65% of protein intake in high income countries, while only 15% of protein is derived from meat in low-income countries. Edible insect species can provide a valuable source of protein, which is highly digestible by humans. An increase in the intake of protein through insect eating may significantly enhance the nutritional quality of human diets. The average protein content in dry insect matter has been found to vary between 35% and 61%. Crickets, grasshoppers, locusts, and to be as high as 77% in some of the latter species. The protein content of insects depends primarily on the type of diet and stage of metamorphosis and is generally in a similar range to that of pork and beef. Most edible insect species meet the recommended amino acid content in respect of phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, threonine, and lysine. The amount of various types of lipids in insects depends on species, diet, and metamorphic stage. The total fat content of insects has been reported to range from 2% to 62%. While the fatty acid profile of edible insects appears to be generally similar to that of animal fats and vegetable oils, insects contain particularly high amounts of unsaturated fatty acids, with levels accounting for up to 75% of total fatty acid content. The composition of omega-3 polyunsaturated and some other fatty acids in mealworms is comparable to that found in fish and higher than that in pig and cattle. Terrestrial insects have been shown to contain higher amounts of long-chain polyunsaturated fatty acids than aquatic insects. The omega-6 divided by omega-3 fatty acid ratio can be influenced by diet. Crickets and termites contain high concentrations of iron and zinc. Copper, magnesium, manganese, and zinc levels in grasshoppers and mealworms are higher than those in beef. The exoskeleton of many insects consists of chitin, which provides significant amounts of fiber. Chitin content accounts for approximately 10% of dried weight and depends on insect species and developmental stage. Purified chitin comprises approximately 90% dietary fiber, which can be digested by humans. Both chitin and its decylated form, chitosan, may provide beneficial effects in cardiovascular and colonic health, innate and adaptive immune responses, cholesterol reduction, and wound healing.
The world population has been predicted by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations to rise to over 9 billion by 2050, requiring an increase in food production of approximately 100%. While the increase in human population drives the demand for food, there is a concomitant decrease in available land resources needed to produce this food, which is likely to be compounded by global warming. Climate change will decrease the land available for agriculture and is therefore likely to exacerbate food insecurity, with low-income countries suffering the worst consequences, including an increase in malnutrition and poverty. This will increase the food security gap between higher-income and lower-income countries. Improved socioeconomic conditions and food access will therefore be needed worldwide. Food security exists when food is available, affordable, evenly distributed, and safe to consume. Although food security has recently increased globally, food shortages and undernutrition, resulting from adverse climatic conditions and the rising cost of animal protein, are still common in many countries, including those in sub-Saharan Africa. Since the population is expected to grow very quickly in this region, achieving food security remains a major goal. In 2013, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations began the promotion of insects as an unexplored nutrition source that can help address global food insecurity. Edible insects have been suggested to be capable of providing a valuable source of food in geographical regions with people suffering from malnutrition and food insecurity, since they can provide protein, vitamins, and minerals needed for human health and well-being. The establishment of insect production sectors could therefore offer a policy solution to the problem of food insecurity. Most edible insects are currently harvested in the wild. However, replacing some of the conventional meat with edible insects would place enormous pressure on wild insect populations. Therefore, edible insect production would need to shift towards cottage-scale or large-scale industrial levels. The farming of insects as a highly nutritious source of macronutrients and micronutrients is a relatively new concept and has been suggested to offer a sustainable means of food production. An example of rearing insects for human consumption is cricket farming in backyard sheds in several tropical Southeast Asian countries, including Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. In temperate zones, insect farming of large quantities of crickets, grasshoppers, and mealworms is performed mainly by family-run enterprises. Most of these insects are produced for pet food, while the production for human consumption is small. High-quality rearing of large quantities of edible insects requires the development of automation processes to make the production of insects economically competitive with that of meat from traditional livestock. Common housefly larvae, silkworms, yellow mealworms, and black soldier flies have been suggested to be the most promising insect species for industrial-scale production.
Entomophagy may be a viable solution to the problem of global food insecurity in terms of the quantity of food required to meet physiological needs as well as the necessary quality and nutritional value of foods needed to maintain health. The potential socio-economic benefits of insect farming, particularly regarding enhanced food security of the poor strata of society, needs to be confirmed by future studies. Further investigations on the biology, ecology, habitat conservation, dietary requirements, and control of rearing conditions of edible insect species are needed for successful insect farming. Moreover, legal frameworks and regulations governing insects as a source of human nutrition are required to ensure more investment, production, and trade in edible insects and their products.
Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from this channel. If you knew of any useful information on this topic, let me know in the comments below. And if you're new here, click on the subscribe button and notifications icon for more useful information and tips from The Curious Tube.